Let's go. Likutei Halachos, Hilchos Tefila, Halacha Dalet, Hilchos Tefila, Halacha Dalet. We're holding by Seif Hey. And the same way, we say that every twisted opinion has a root in the right trait that has fallen down and became twisted and was flipped all the way to the other way. Like the sect that said that Niyuf were Tachlis. That's the Niyuf is that's the reason of being. That's the Tachlis. And this particular mistake is obvious to everybody where it comes from. Be fruitful and multiply. It's the first mitzvah in the Torah. Because Baruch didn't create the world to remain empty, should be filled. Because Baruch wants the world to exist. That's why it's a mitzvah, to be fruitful and multiply. But one should not be busy with that. Don't just to be Mekan the mitzvah, the Kedusha with great sanctity and with great purity. He says, like he says in all the Shlem HaKadoshim. And that type is like so great that they switch their opinion from the truth. That's the main tachlis. From this kind of opinion. Save us. And the same thing that says that person that eats a little bit, that doesn't feed off the food of regular people, and he should be a king, and they took it. In the meantime, they took somebody very rich to be a king. And for this Indian, you can understand a little bit the matter of this mistake, where it comes from. There's tzaddikim amitim, there are true tzaddikim, are true kadoshim, they are really sanctified, and they share it aves achila completely. They cannot eat mamash the little, and also the little they eat is in awesome kedusha, until everything that they eat and their food is b'chlal not the food that the world consumes, because their food is on the level, is on the spiritual level of the manna that Am Yisrael ate in the desert. Lechem habanim achal ish, the bread of the mighty a person has eaten. This is a food that Malach Asheras Kaviyachal consume. This is Machal Tzadikim Amitim. That's the food of true Tzadikim. The Torah was given solely for those who are eater of the manna. Like the same Sefer Aleph Beis, Misha Lemuda B'Merchim Zakim, and somebody that is Sefer Amida, somebody who is learning, is in clear mind, until he gets to the level that he consumes food that the Malachim consumes. And he says that you can be zoichet to this through a lot of his beidus, a lot of kisuvim to Hashem. And with this, you're creating a lot of nefashos, and you're zoichet that all your food can become chinas lechem aponim. The kahanim would eat, the food, the bread that was before the kodesh, in the kodesh, on the shulchan before Hashem. Every week they would change the bread. They put new loaves on the table, and the loaves that they took that were there all week, they would take it out. It was still hot, like they came out of the oven, completely fresh. And the kahanim, the mishmar, the mishmar hayotzer was got that lechem. They would eat it. It's eating the lechem upon him. That was unbelievable. Kavod b'Torah Islam medabra. In Siman Amadalav, in the Tefila Chalok, in Siman Yutes, it's through the Shlemus to Shin Kodesh, the perfection of Shin Kodesh, for which you zoichet to shmiras habris. With this, you merit all your foods and all your pleasures are derived only from the sparkling of the holy letters that are in everything that you eat. There is in the food that you eat, it's considered of letters. And somebody who's in that spiritual level, when he consumes the food, his entire pleasure is not from the physical essence of the food, but from the letters and the spheres that are in the mouth. So it is found that this tzaddik that is zoichet to this, he's not eating and drinking food and drinks of people. He's eating and drinking holy letters, which is holy neshamas, which is the inside, the inner essence of the food. That's the thing that, that feeds your particular inner essence. As like this famous Maisa that we have by us about the awesome tzaddik was zoichet that saw before him, when he was eating, that the bread that was put in front of him was constituted totally of letters. So you consider that big tzaddikim, that their entire food it's not the oilam food. They're not eating the food of Master Chef that try to find out what he can do with alligator meat. It's like what they eat is This is the thing that brought about the mistake of this cut, that it fell whatever the emes until they took, false guys and liars that mimic the tzaddikim like a monkey before a person, and they eat a little because of godless, because of pride, because they see that the tzaddikim eat just a little. And so they have their optician. They eat a little, then they give the food to everybody. It's like as if they're tzaddikim, and people accept him as a rebbe and a manik when they see that he eats so little. It's that chen shel sheker with false grace. The truth of the matter is they haven't even started to go in the ways of Hashem. They didn't even started. They didn't even touch the Kedusha in the Torah. They didn't start breaking any time, any bad trait, nothing. Even Tavis Achila they haven't broken it. They just eat a little to portray as if this for covered. This is the Rebbe was talking about this particular Mason. And this caste, this sect that made a mistake, that they took somebody that he has plenty of food because he's rich, but he doesn't feed off regular people's food, just very fine little food, whatever it is. And the same way it leads to. We will stop here with Hashem.